Today we're going to make these really cute little wire wrapped crystal balls. So they've just got a little 2 centimeter crystal sphere in there, or you could use a marble or something like that. So I've got a few examples here, just a couple of different crystals. Today I'm going to wrap this fluorite one. So you can see on there it's about 2 centimeters across. We're going to use 2 different sizes of wire today. So we've got the 20 gauge dead soft silver wire, and then we have some 24 gauge wire, which is slightly thinner. To start with, we need 3 lengths of the 20 gauge wire. So 1 length of 10 inches and 2 lengths of about 3.5 inches. Then of the smaller wire, the 24 gauge wire, we're going to use 1.5 inches. And then to start with, we grab the 10-inch long length and just make a little bail. So just start by wrapping it around your round nose pliers, leaving a little tail at the top that's straight. Wrapping it around 2 times, and then with that little piece of tail at the start, just wrapping that around the other piece of wire and then crimping it down nice and tight. So that just holds your bail in place. Now you can just check your loops on your bail, make sure they're nice and straight and together and even looking. So grab your little crystal ball. And to start with the bail, we just need to wrap it around. I sort of hold it up a little bit off the ball because that's where we're going to wrap around to finish the pendant off. So just holding it up there with a little bit of a gap at the top. I just put a little mark on the middle at the bottom with my Sharpie, and then I'm just going to bend this wire out a bit flatter again. So grabbing the 3.5 inch wires that you cut with the 20 gauge wire, just place one on each side of this longer piece of wire, and you want the center of them to be around that dot that you put on with your Sharpie. Now we just start wrapping that smaller piece of wire, so the 24 gauge piece of wire that you cut, around in that middle part where your little mark of Sharpie is. So this is going to hold all your pendant together and be at the bottom of your pendant. So just crimping it down, and then we can start wrapping it around your wires. And just making sure it's nice and tight, but that your wires are staying flat. So just wrapping it around a few times, and then just cutting that piece of wire so that you can have the ends on the inside, or what will be the inside of your pendant. Okay, so just crimping it down nice and tight, making sure they're all flat. Now we just bend these wires outwards. We need them outwards just so that they're going to sit around your crystal ball. So then we can place the little crystal ball on the inside, so where the ends of wire were on the inside. And then we're going to take 2 pieces of wire that are sitting opposite each other in the diagonal direction. So the ones that are going across the crystal ball. So we've got that one on that side there, and then this one up here. Those are the diagonally opposite ones. So we want to just join them together at the top and then twist them once, just so they're on there nice and tight. And make sure that it's sitting directly over the middle, like over the center, for the top and the bottom of the crystal ball. So then just grab the ones next to it. So at the moment we're dealing just with the ones that aren't the bail one, so aren't that extra long piece. We're just using the smaller pieces at the moment. So again, we need to make sure that that one comes over to the top and then that we can wrap them together. So we can twist them with tools or just with your fingers if you feel like you're going to be able to get it strong enough. So we just twist them once and then just grabbing those pieces together so that they're going to be able to sit in the bail. So long as they're nice and tight. Okay, so now we can actually use the bail one, bring that up to the top as well. So with all those other pieces, we're going to snip them off a little bit. So just so they've got enough that they're going to sit inside the bail, but they still need to have the twists in them. So that's going to hold them nice and tight together. So once you've snipped them off, just making sure that your little crystal's sitting in there nicely. So bringing your bail up to the center. And then we just start by wrapping that longer length around that bail and around those other parts that you've twisted in there. So just making sure it's really nice and tight and coming right around the bail. Then when you're happy with how much you've wrapped around it and it looks symmetrical, you can just snip your little piece of wire off and crimp that in nice and tight. So you can move your wires a little bit now into place just so that that crystal is not going to go anywhere, making sure they're nice and tight. Making sure it's all secure in your little bail there. And there we have it. It's a simple design for a little mini crystal ball.